What would it take for you to feel truly cherished? We don't all want fame and fortune, but we long to be known, to be somebody to someone. And it's why Yesian's story is powerful. We recognize this hero. She's brilliant and beautiful, but ignored. Her rags are matched by those of a real-life woman Jesus meets. An important leader has begged Jesus to heal his 12-year-old daughter. On his way, in the middle of the pressing crowd, is this woman who nobody notices. And she's used to that. And she wants to keep it that way. She's suffered 12 years of bleeding. According to social and religious convention, she is unclean. She's distanced from family. Marriage and work are impossible. And every day she faces her symptoms and their stigma. She's lonely and full of shame. Her society even has laws to keep her away from crowds like this. Which is the point. She shouldn't be here. She wants to remain unnoticed, but she's desperate for healing. And as the crowd presses around, she secretly edges towards Jesus. Finally, she reaches out a hand and touches his robe. Just a second. That's all it takes. Immediately, the bleeding stopped. Imagine the euphoria. Her ordeal is over. Or so she thinks, until she sees that Jesus is not moving on. "Who touched me?" he asks, and she freezes. She hoped she could melt back into normal life, but somehow Jesus knows. Imagine her panic. What will the crowd think of her? What will Jesus think of her? The crowd is restless. Jesus needs to get to the dying girl, but he won't budge. Then the women, seeing that she could not go unnoticed, came trembling and fell at his feet. And in the presence of all the people, she told him why she had touched him and how she had been instantly healed. Did she dare glance at Jesus? What would she have seen? Not the anger or disapproval she expected. Perhaps instead, a sparkle in his eyes. A smile. He said to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace." Jesus is gentle. He doesn't condemn. Instead, the one who claims to be the king publicly calls this woman daughter. And according to King Jesus, she is a royal daughter. Still wearing the rags of her shame, she's called into a future as part of Jesus' royal family. Jesus is the honored Son of God. Yet upon seeing humanity in the shame of our sin, shame which separates us from God, he chose to take that shame on himself, becoming despised and rejected as he hung on a cross. And in taking away our shame, he makes a way for us to be welcomed as honored children of God. Here is Jesus' power. He joins us in our rags and lifts us up to his riches. Rags to riches stories show us our longing to be seen and wanted as we are. Yet, like the woman, we worry that if we're really seen, we'll be rejected. We want to be seen and we don't want to be seen because we're not sure if people will like what they discover. But with Jesus, whatever shame we rightly bear, however invisible we feel, however much we may have hidden from God and from others, we are seen and we are wanted.